Welcome to this series where we are taking a look at the Sunset Harbour DLC, and things have been going quite well. And as you can see, we're starting this video with my farming area, which I laid out in the previous video, now reaching level 3, and we can see we've now got an area bonus efficiency of plus 8%, pollution minus 20%. We've got access to a special building, the lemonade factory, and we got a milking parlour, and we got a medium crop field and a medium fruit field. So we might as well start by taking a look at this Concord Park. I mean, I think the food is flowing in. We've got lots of crops. Our bakery is running pretty well. And along with the small warehouse, we're not exactly storing anything in our animal products just at the moment. And what I want to do is take a quick look at farming. And we've got special buildings here. We've got warehouse yard. So I've deployed a bakery. We've got a lemonade factory. I'm not too sure whether I actually want to deploy this lemonade factory. As you can see, one of the problems with lemonade is you do need access to the ore deposit or the glass, and I don't really want to commit to that. I say we do have the bakery out. And how's our fishing going? We've actually opened up our fishing as well. We didn't get a warning for that. Interesting. So let's just have a look at our fishing. Of course, this is all part of Sunset Harbour. So let me just see. I mean, we don't have a lot of room. We don't really need to cross the water here. I mean, we could bring the fishing out here, but I don't want to do anything just yet because I want to fix this highway. I mean, we could put a fishing port on here. So let's have a quick look. So I don't see any. Where's the salmon? We got a tiny little patch of salmon here. So it looks like we may have to go for anchovies. Fishing harbour. I mean, we could put an anchovy. We could just get that tucked in on that corner, and what that will also do is bring the power to my wind turbines, which will make that air power supply a bit more stable. Yeah, I think we can go with that. And of course we're gonna have to hook up the road. It'll be a little bit tricky. I mean, we can just sneak in a little bridge over there. What's the power distribution? It's a little bit shaky, a lot bit more shaky than I would want, but I think we can fix that anyway. We do have a bit of a demand for industry. So what we could do is just have a. We've got our Empire Park here. What I'm going to do is just push this out a little bit this way, like that. And what we can do is zone in some. And what we should do is get some farming slot into here, and then we've got a bit of demand for commercial as well. So what we can do is just slide the commercial down here like that. And what that should do is just plug this area in. So we'll just put a little bit more commercial there. You need water, which goes without saying. Where's that? Not showing. Let's do it properly. 440. And this is telling me that a fishing route incomplete. So we've actually got to lay a fishing route out for this as well. I didn't realise that. And I suppose what we've got to do is put the route where the anchovies are. So I'm assuming that this can overlap. We want to go out to the anchovy fishing grounds. Maybe if We just kind of put that route there. Now, I'm not too sure what we're actually going to do. Oh, so anchovies still count as fish. So what we will do is get more fish coming up into our fish pro. I'm not sure. Did I actually put out a fish processing plant? Can't remember now. Let's just have a quick look. We've got that there. I don't think we've actually got a fish processing plant here, have we? We've got the market there. Okay. Fish farm. Fishing harbour. Shellfish. So we got a fish market. Wow. We put a fish processing plant there. It's right on the edge of our industry area here. And this produces commercial zone goods. Now, I'm pretty sure. So is that different from farming products? Well, let's have a quick look. Must admit, I'm not. So we could probably put in a small warehouse here, but we'll see how this goes first. We'll just let a little anchovy fleet go out and pick stuff up. Yeah, we're gonna say fishing route efficiency 100%. Thank you. We've got trucks in use, growth stage 2 out of 5, and we've got 100% fishing on that. I don't think salmon is going to be particularly that useful just at the moment, so we're just going to let that carry on leveling up and growing. Got a little bit more demand for residential. Looks like we got some trash problem up here as well. I seem to have a real problem with trash at the moment. I mean, I could. It's just this corner, so it makes me wonder whether there's something here that's not 100% right. I mean, what's the pollution like on a recycling plant? It's got a small area. Now, I mean, what we could do is, no one's going to want to live next to the highway. So if I run this up like that, and then we'll run that in towards the highway here, and what we can do is just drop a recycling plant there. Probably going to complain that it's got no water or something like that, but you can run the water up through here. Yeah, it's got no water, no power, but we can fix that. I'll just have a bit of power. Don't annoy me. Sorry about this. I just wonder if that is actually true. I'm just going to run that up 440 again. And sneak you into there. Run you across to there. And how's the power? Whoops. Playing the wrong game again. I think what we could do is we need a little bit of a boost here. No one's going to want to live next to the highway. So we get it there. And we've fire coverage is good. Police coverage is good. So we got a worker shortage. It's going to be great. And we can put a prison out. Police helicopter. No, I'm not. What we could do, what we got here. Childcare. Actually, what we will do is put a crematorium up here. That should. I put a crematorium just on this corner here. That will give me a little bit of death care connectivity as well. And what we can do now is just push this out this way. like this. And just come out. Shoot like that. And shoot out again. Just keep the coastal road theme going. And what we're going to do is take off this edge here. Just a little bit of an edge there. How's the noise in this area here? It's not that bad. I mean, we've got a bit of patch of noise here. I think what we probably could do is just slide in a little bit of residential in there. I don't think this farming is working. No, it's not really working. I mean, we got educated workforce. What we could probably do is pop in some offices here, along here, just to fill this in area in here. That would take up some of the demand. No, this is not working, so what we'll do is zone you out. Sometimes the farming just doesn't work because it's got such, I mean, it's basically demanding unskilled workers. Not enough buyers for the products, yes. I think what we will do is replace this with commercial. I really want to push this dirty industry away somehow. We got 403,000. Maybe it's time to do something about this highway, so I'm just going to pause. And well, here we go. Don't get too close to the edge of the map. And what I want to do is put in a... Oops, I want that. I want a full-blown interchange here. I'm just going to... What I normally like is the flat road with the main distance of the traffic, and then the bridge going over it is the one I want to link out. So I think maybe we'll just come a little bit further south. We drop in there like that. Highway connection. What we can do is you down to there, you to there. I'm not exactly sure where that came from, but we go. Now comes the fun bit. Getting across here with the highway. I think if we go of course the bridge won't curve, so it's going to cost me no. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to take off this little bit here, and I'm going to start by oops. One is you to just clip the end of that island. No. And we're going to come to about there. We're going to come off to about here. Oops. And then we're going to just connect you up like that. Put a little bit, a few sharp curves in here, but one thing you can do is once you've got the general direction sorted out, you can come back in here. We're going to try 3-star, see if that will. That's a little bit better. We can always sort this end out once I've actually bought this square here. What we're going to do is just going to come in here. Oops, want that. I think we're coming from this end. I can always reverse the direction after I've built it. I think you can come to about there. And then we'll just hook you into there. And pause. It's not elegant, but we can tidy this up later on. Once I've got control of this square, and what we can do is bring the highway, well, we'll probably need control of this whole island area here, and then what we could probably do is just curve the whole highway out like that and tidy it up. But we've now got, okay, we'll have to fix the direction on here as well. That was all the people coming in and out of the city will be a little bit upset. Oops, and we've now reached Grand City. We've got solar power plant. We've got a baseball park. I don't remember actually having a baseball park before. We've got waste transfer facilities, waste processing complex. What's this? Waste transfer facilities use garbage trucks to collect and store garbage. Stored waste can be picked up by the waste transfer trucks from a waste processing complex. The building pollutes less, so it can be built closer to the city centre. Waste processing complex sends out waste transfer trucks to pick up garbage from waste transfer facilities and landfill sites for further processing into energy and recyclable materials. The complex cannot be directly collect garbage from buildings. So this is the actual new waste management system. So we're certainly going to be taking a look at those. Whoops, what am I doing? Ah. I'm clicking at random, causing mayhem. So we've now got access to what's going on here. Going the right way. It's going the wrong way. That's all sorted. We should now get vehicles coming up that way. And what I want to do now is just want to make the connection here, because what I want to do is pull the vehicles from my industrial area into here. So what we're going to do is just knock out this little bit here and come here. We're not going to need a massive roundabout here, but we do need one of reasonable size. You know, we go for, we can go get in a little bit closer. Go for a 180 here. I'm just going to get you up like that. You like that. You like that. That's you connected. Just stick out these bits here. Come back to here, get this, get creative. Get you connected into there. I'm just going to reverse the direction. We've now got the highway into here, and of course the next thing we're going to do is upgrade you to highway. So we've now got a connection to here, and let's see what's the best way to do this. I think we could probably do a direct connection from here. Well, we can certainly pull you off to here and bring you into there, and we will get rid of this here. We've now got this area operating. That means that we can now effectively pull our industrial area up into this corner here. So we'll just get ourselves some fairly stock roads. Oops, want it nice and I think we're just pull you. Well, I think we can pull you like this and just connect you up like and then up into this corner for our really dirty industry. So we're just gonna put you up here. I mean, we could do a bit of forestry as well, but I mean, the game always needs a certain amount of dirty industry. So you might as well just shove it in a corner well away from the city. So I'm just going to come here. That. And put you through like that. And what we're going to do is put in a whole raft of nasty industry over here. Of course, we're going to need water, so we have to extend the water supply out. This. What we could probably also do out here is put in the. Let's just now look at the waste management. How big is this? How big and how expensive is this? We could put the waste transfer facility out here as well. Maybe we'll just put it in there when it's gone. No, I mean, it's quite bad pollution, so I think if we put that out, say about there. And what's the... And this is the new waste transfer. We put this, I think maybe we'll just see how this goes to begin with. What's the pollution here? Garbage truck capacity 20. Noise pollution, it's got very low levels of pollution, so we still can't put this in. I think maybe we can just slide it up into there, like that. And we don't need these power cables. Now the thing we got to remember is that oops, we need power and we need water. Okay. Thank you, game. I'm just gonna hook you across like that. I think we'll just do a quick power connector along the top here. That will just hook that up. Am I getting short on power? Getting a bit low on the old power situation. Got a nice big pile of cash though, so I think maybe it's time to... I think what we can do is drive the process a little bit with a solar power. Now, I mean, I'm blowing through the cash really quickly, but that should push the power situation. Yeah, it's off the charts now. Just check my budget. I think we can bring this down to about here. And water, we're good for water. Right, this is empty, so what we can do is, although technically we could press this back into. Now I think I want to clean this up, so what we're going to do is we're just going to, yes, we're going to demolish you, and I think I'd like to connect this roundabout in on this side as well, so that we can get a connection here. So I think what we'll do is we'll just pull this road over this way. And I mean, it doesn't have to be. Yeah, if we pull the road over like this, that will give us access into this area. And then what we can do is just hook this up, over one about a little bit like that. And then we're just going to hook in you. Oh, come on. Okay, maybe this one just needs why won't you? You just don't want to hook into there, but you will hook in like that. So what that will do now is it will pull traffic away from this area. And we've still got quite a lot of traffic coming in. We've got a little bit of a queue. We've got still demand for commercials, but I think we can just we'll just put in some reasonable high density commercial here. That. Then I think we'll just sprinkle in a little bit of light commercial in as well, with these smaller buildings here, like that. In fact, I think I would like to convert some of this area into high density. So just going to modify this area a little bit. Maybe you take the complete squares. There's my metro system. So we're now got a population of about 18,000. We've got this area here. So let's have a look, see. What I would like to do is move one of these out and down to say about here. We got recycling plants here. Okay, we're just going to leave you up here for the moment. Oh, and we've now reached level 4, and we've now got access to clothing factory, farm maintenance, large barn, and slaughterhouse. And my actual farming area is growing really quickly. What's up with you? Not enough special goods. So we're not getting. So we get. Maybe we need a few more fields in here. The trouble is. Maybe I just need to drop. We've got a medium field in there. Maybe we'll just put a couple of medium fields in there to keep my farming area going. How's the fishing industry going? Freight truckers in use. Well, you've got plenty of fish. That's actually working quite well. I think what I need to do now is we've got an industrial area here growing, and what I'd like to do is start to move this area out and convert this to commercial. We don't actually have a demand for industrial now, so what we're going to do is just going to get rid of you and you and you. What we're going to do is zone in high density commercial here, like that, and here. Oh, we got water treatment plant. Maybe we should make this into our dirty area. So how is the water treatment here? It's good. I mean, we're always going to get a little bit of pollution from this thing, but my instinct is to pull this right out here as well. Wow, that's actually bang back on the. If we move you out, look at the, and it's going to get rid of you as well. And just put in a little bit of high density commercial here, and we can. What we got here? Get rid of you. Let's stick you over like that. Push you out like this. You connect up like that. You come out like that. Connect up like that. So this will be our new commercial area that can grow. I do really need to work on the transport now. I mean, the city's growing quite well. Right. Back to my favourite metro. What we're going to do is just going to stick a road across through the middle here, and then drop a metro in there. Must admit, these rails still keep throwing me out, especially the need to go underground. So we're just going to hook you up here, like that. What we're going to do is hook you and drag you out to there. And we're going to hook you in there and there. So what that will do is pull workers all the way out from there. Now, my instinct is to have another feeder line coming in from here and maybe coming over to this way, so we're like have a crossover effect here. So we put in a, I mean, we've already got trash up here, so oops. So we put a line in there. You can come down to there, and maybe we'll have, and eventually we may connect this up that way. And we're just going to hook you through like that. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And what we're going to do is create a line from there, 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 and back again to there. We certainly want a different color. What we should now have is we'll be able to bring workers down to this area as we expand and this grows. This will connect workers up to this area. Yeah, the only problem now we're going to have is noise in this area. Yeah. So what we're going to do is just adjust this a little bit more. So let's come here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to trim you back a little bit and just put in a little bit of office space around here. That's 4x4. Just going to put in like that. And of course, who wants to live next to the highway? So we're not going to put housing there. Okay, I'm just going to. And this looks a suspiciously like farmland, but I'm not going to bother with farmland up here. And it's going to come here. Maybe sneak in a little bit of road like that. Have a little bit of a coastal community type thing going here. And just put some light residential along the edge there. Hopefully they won't get flooded. So we got the community growing there. We've got our dirty industry out here. And just sneak out a bit more. Just going to remove you so we can clean up our act. Let's get rid of you. They just keep pushing the dirty industry out here. They've got a bit of a workforce problem, but what we could do is create, say, a new village or town up here. We've got more farmland here, but I think we've got enough farmland going on in this area. What I probably would like to do is maybe do a bit of forestry over here, but I'm not sure whether there'll be enough trees. There's certainly potential for forestry here. The only problem is we're going to have to find some way to get across these highways. Yep. Right, I've just noticed the time. Time is pushing on. I think what we're going to do is just have a quick check education-wise. We're certainly going to need an elementary school up here. We can use that. An elementary school just in there. How's the high school? It's getting a bit low as well. University's good. I think we can get a high school up here as well. Put it right next to the... the elementary could probably do another little shove. Maybe we'll just drop. There's actually a metro station there, so we put that there. Is that a metro station? Yes, it is. So that will bring students down to here. High school is still a little bit shaky. Where is the metro station I put in here? So quick look. Metro station here. And what I'm going to do is high school. Yeah, you're going to be way too big. But what we could do is get a high school just in on this corner here. I know it seems a bit out of place in relation to the residential area, but if you've actually got a high school close to a metro station, what will happen is the people in this, or the students in this area, will effectively catch the metro and come to the high school here. You can see, so we've already got 128 out of 1,000 there. And this is one of the things, if you put schools and other key facilities close to what you're actually doing, you can make it work. The other thing I want to do is, what's this? We've got childcare here, so childcare says 79%, elder care 64%. Okay, we got a little bit, 208,000. I'm kind of inclined to get a childcare centre up here as well, right next to the garbage collection. Maybe that's not such a good idea. We got one there, and wow, the area of coverage. Wow, that's actually covering. Wow, that coverage is really good. So, do I really need another one? Must admit, I hadn't realised how big the coverage was, and I think that's quite important, because really and truthfully, what I should have is one saying about there, and that would give me even more coverage. Yeah, I don't think I actually need that now, but one thing I do want, actually, I've just noticed, is we've only got the one crematorium, so I think we better get a couple of crematoriums in. I think we can maybe Put one there. And of course, always remember to put crematoriums into your commercial and industrial areas. One, they increase the value of the property, make everybody happy. Two, it means that your crematoriums in your residential areas don't go over here, because people die in industrial and commercial areas. And I think that's about it. There's only just one thing I want to check. Something I haven't checked since I started is the actual resources. We've actually got oil here, but it's very thin on the ground. Yeah, I mean, and we got a little bit of ore here. So what we may have to do is create a, wow, we've got a really big patch of oil up here. What we may have to do is effectively create an oil area, get it to grow, and then what we have to do is import oil for our special resources. Not particularly that impressed with the ore. So what effectively we're going to have to do is buy this square and set up an ore processing plant, which means we're probably going to need to draw power or draw traffic from this area here. Anyway, it seems we've got a little bit of image effect there. So what I could do is just run that around like that. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, I've got no idea what we're going to do. My inclination is to maybe get across the water and create a new town here, maybe with some forestry in it or something like that. That will also open up the fishing opportunities along this line here. And of course, there's one or two other things we need to look at in the new DLC. But until then, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.